Hello, Joni. What an honor to be with you today.
Well, thank you. Well, today we have Ghislaine, and she is with the Burla Center, and she is a palmist. And I wanted to bring together the significance of how palmistry and astrology really work hand in hand. They're sisters, right? Would you agree with that?
Totally.
Okay.
They're both working together.
But most importantly, this is the right time to have Ghislaine here, because what she is about to do is her 90-day Heartline Challenge. And she starts it on the most appropriate day imaginable, Valentine's Day. All about love, because that's what the Heartline's about. So what she's here to tell us about is how astrology and palmistry line up. And definitely she comes from this incredible center. I got to go visit their beautiful, beautiful center, and Ghanshyam is their guru. He is an incredible palmist. You learned everything from him, right?
Yeah. Totally. Since 34 years now, I've been working with Ghanshyam. And we call them a big heart on two legs.
These are the nicest people I have really ever visited. They had me up there to teach a conference on Vedic astrology, Rahu and Ketu. Yeah. And I just love everyone at your center. You are practicing what you preach with the Heartline, because you feel the essence of love and connection from everyone here. So Ghislaine, I want you to really tell everyone what this 90-day Heart Challenge is all about, and about palmistry and how it connects to astrology. So go ahead and give us a little update on how this works.
Oh, that's fun. I just love it. I'm being wading into Vedic palmistry for so long. And for sure, astrology and palmistry, they work together, because not too many people know that your planets are in your hand. So we got the moon, the Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, Mercury. And those mount, they have the line on the top of it. So you have the heart line, the headline, and the lifeline. That's the three major subconscious line. And in astrology, they relate to your first house, to your fifth house, to your ninth house. So the first house is your lifeline, then your fifth is your mind, but then the ninth house is your heartline. And what I love of the challenge is because when people come and see us in consultation, we know that the line do change. That's amazing. And we told that to people. Yeah, and we told them after 3 months, do this, and you'll see the change. So we give them recommendation because we saw the cause of their situation and how it can be resolved. But the problem is we go back into our life, we go back to our circumstance, and many times we forget the 3 months, we forget the recommendation, and life go on. So after a couple of years, people come back and they're sometimes still in the same situation. So we created that program of 3 months challenge to challenge the people, to tell them, listen, you want a good relationship? You're tired that your husband complains all the time. You have a trust issue. You don't feel good. You feel people don't like you, or you're not magnetic enough. What is the cause? And we'll work with you. Because if we look at the heartline should start under Jupiter. It's going to bait there because Jupiter is water element. So that water for the heartline, it's supposed to change emotion into devotion. And then the heartline will go under Saturn. And Saturn is fire. You know Saturn, my God, Joni. So we're supposed to change the passion into compassion. And then the heart will go under Sun. Well, the Sun, we love the Sun. So there, it's there to make us feel how is our touch. Touch because it's our hands also, that's the Sun. Are we touching the heart of people with our example, with that love, with the depth of it? And then Mercury, where it's supposed to finish. So Mercury can be very intellectual, or Mercury is Buddha. It's enlightenment, it's detachment. And that's where the heart goes at the end. And just for your own fun, the union line is just above. That's where the union is there. Imagine in the little corner where you're supposed to learn detachment. But that's not so easy, to be with someone, to love them, but to be detached from their personality or what's their life, what they're going on with. So the challenge, it's helping everyone to know, because for me, this is a language. You learn English, French, Italian, Russia, you learn palmistry, you learn astrology. We know it's so wonderful, and both work together. Like an example, if a person had a great moon in Taurus, but in their hand, this area is red, 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 red. Why? How come the person is so agitated when the moon is in Taurus, supposed to be solid, strong? So we work like that. But the challenge is really helping the person to go deeper with themselves. So we need to be ready. And I feel these days, it's for sure, it's St. Valentine, but we also have Mars in Aries, Jupiter in Scorpio. I mean, we got a couple of good planets to help us do some workout. But the scientist knows that our brain resists change. Imagine. So that's why they say only 8% of the population, they do their resolution at New Year. Because we forget about it. Oh, well, next year.
I agree.
Yeah, so in a way, so imagine the brain is made to stay in that comfortable zone, even if comfortable mean unhappiness, mean solitude, mean to feel so left out, to feel not being understood. I have so many people, they're beautiful, but they feel so much not loved. And when I open their hand, it's like a book opening. That's what you do too with astrology, you know. You see so many things, and Joni?
Oh, absolutely. This is exciting. So explain how the course works. Are they going to be watching videos? Do you give exercises? How does it all work?
Right. So what they will receive, it's all online. That's fantastic. Even though they want to come, if they want to come for a visit here at our country place, but it's online. And they will receive a little video once a week, maybe 20 minutes video with a PDF of a book and maybe 20 pages per week explaining how it worked. And the book is so well written, was written by Steve Irwin, who is a bestseller book. He wrote a lot of books for Immaculée, Le Begegia, and good people. So then people will receive the note, and then in that they will have all affirmation to do, or meditation technique, or it's almost like a miracle, because they will know who they are. For me, my biggest wish is that palmistry and astrology, the Vedic way, because it's wonderful, should be at school, that people from a young age learn about themselves. Then they will not, because we learn through circumstance. So when they receive that package, plus they will have an acetate to take their own handprint at the beginning, and then another one 3 months after. And then they can send that to us, and we'll see. Yeah, they will see by themselves the change, guarantee. It's fun, it's neat, but it's also enlightenment. It's like you learn so much from it. Yeah.
So people, after they finish, and you take the handprint before they start, and then the handprint after, and the line actually changes?
Yeah.
Isn't that remarkable?
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And again, Joni, it's like you focus on the heart line, but maybe it's the union line who get better, or maybe the destiny will get better, your nail get better, something can change, or maybe more line come up. Because maybe, like, you know, the expression, when you clean up your closet, the dust come up. So a lot of subconscious fear or hurt just come into the surface, because then you realize, you go, oh, you mean my dad, I should not be hurt by him because he was going through that. But so many things. I've been doing it for a lot of time now, the program. And I see how people realize a lot about their own life, their own heart.
Right.
And so much pain, and we need a lot of love, guarantee, and understanding, not just love, hey, peace and love. No, a deep, solid love with a lot of knowledge to understand ourselves. So that, for me, that challenge, it's an open eyes to your heart to see, because it's so easy, we can put the blame, oh, my boyfriend is so lazy.
Right.
Or my wife is always late. Why is she late? Maybe she has fingers long like this.
I think it's so important. What you're saying is that when we change ourselves, that's when we change our relationship. So it's all about us, and we have to realize that we're the ones that are responsible for what's happening outside of us, and definitely in our relationship. So as we change the other people. And I find it so interesting that you have this formula that you've been working on to help people transform and change themselves in order to change the love and happiness in their life. That is really,
yeah. Well, that's Gansham geniusness, like Gansham method. And people can see us. I mean, we're the Burla College, the Burla Center, if they want to study even palmistry or do the challenge. Because for me, that goes to everyone in search to be more happy. And that's why even I have a book that I wrote called The Happy Palmist. And because since I know palmistry, I'm being more and more happy. And that was my search, what to do to be better. And then I know that our hands show it to us. And we have two hands, so we have to look at both. Your subconscious and your conscious. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so much.
I always heard that one hand sort of like where you are, and the other one's what you aspire to, or what can be your future. Exactly. Is that about right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's almost like if the one you write with, that's your conscious hand, this is where you're going with this one. The other one is your past or past life, or your DNA, your family background, your memories. It's all in your subconscious. And I call it almost like an iceberg. So this one is the bottom. So the top is your active hand, what we want to become, the resolution. But we're fighting with the subconscious. Or sometimes maybe the subconscious is very, very rich and people don't know that. They don't know what they have inside. Yeah. So that's what, again, I see in the hand. And it's so neat. It's amazing. That's why, like, I remember one time I saw this beautiful girl who came to see me, very shy, and keeping her thumb like that. Never keep your thumb closed, because that's mean that this is your willpower, and you want to use the will. You don't want to close it up. And when I saw her hand, she had this beautiful star on the sun, and I knew she can be an artist. She was really beautiful, but she was just not confident. Yeah. So we work with the challenge, and you should see her now. I mean, she's a flying star.
That's great.
And and that's what, for us, and for you too, that's what makes us so happy, is when people get the potential, they know who they are, and they just do their life as they're supposed to. Then it's fun, you know? It's like easy. Wow, then we'll have a better world. We'll be in a better place.
Well, I know your center, everything you do, you're about helping people and humanity. And by the way, I don't think we mentioned, you're in Canada, not far from Montreal, in Shenandoah, Canada. Beautiful, beautiful place on the water and the pine. And why don't you tell them a little bit about how they can get in touch with you if they're wanting to take this, and when it starts, and
so
how long? give all the information.
Oh, thank you, Joni. So you can check on our website, the Burla Center, Burla Vedic Center. You can also see on Facebook, we are there as the Burla Vedic Center, on Instagram, Twitter. You can also check us out on our website. It's www.burlacenter.ca. And we're there. And we're so happy to help you out. I mean, this center exists for so long, and and we have thousands of imprint in our file. But what it's fun, it's to just, not just for a consultation, but for a workout. Do it as a little stretch of the heart. That's the biggest muscle we have. It's like, and let's open it. Let's have fun. Let's make that heart be the boss. Not our fear, not our confusion, not the restriction, but the heart. And that's why we did the HeartChallenge Challenge. And that's why it's the first to start on St. Valentine, or anytime people are ready for it. But if you want to feel and go with the win, then it's great.
Okay, well, everyone, I'm going to put the link for the website down below so you can click on it. And you can go right to the Burla Center and find out how to sign up for this, and how much is it, and how long does it last?
Well, now we're having a big special at $99 for St. Valentine. Don't forget, this is Canadian money, so it's even better for us. The regular price is $147.
Yeah, perfect.
This is when people can do it self-paced, we call it. They do it by themselves. But if they want to go a little deeper, they can do it also, we call the personalized program. Then they have all of that, but they also have me once a week with them. Okay. Or they do it with one of my coach once a month. So different price, different need, different situation, but the self-paced is the baby.
Yes, and I want everyone to know, if you would like to have your palm read, they do that as well. You take it, they send you the kit where you can take the imprint with the ink, send it in, and they give you a fabulous in-depth palmistry reading. Yeah. So I think you guys really have a lot you offer, and the passion and sincerity and love that your center has. I think I'm so glad I found you guys. So, and they also write articles for my Astrologic magazine. So astrologic.com, they send in wonderful articles on palmistry, explaining everything. And if you're interested in palmistry, this is a gold mine. So anything else you want to say?
Thank you very, very, very much. My whole team, my gang that I love here, we are thanking you very much, and we're all willing to help any soul, any sincere soul in a search to understand yourself, to change, to not make the same mistake. Then come and we'll show you the tool. It's in your hand. You'll be surprised.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Elaine, for informing everyone in this wonderful, informative explanation about palmistry and all the opportunities that you're offering the public. So we really are in appreciation for the work that you do.
Thank you. And Gansham Singh Burla, our teacher, is giving you a big hug. Joni, and anytime you come back, the hug of Gansham are memorable.
I'm so honored. Thank you so much. We'll be in touch. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.